Hello and welcome to Frozen Star Gaming. I am the Ghost of Prospero, your host. So, we're getting close to when the 11th edition is going to launch. So, we're going to be going over what may be in the launch box, how much it'll probably cost, and what we want to see in 11th edition. But first, we're going to go over a broad overview of what these launch boxes usually have. So, normally, what they have is a faction, either Xenos or Chaos, that is set up to be able to be painted as the bad guy. The other faction is one of the Imperial factions that is the good guys. But this is set up this way so that you have about 1,000 points of models on each side, sometimes lower, sometimes higher. But they've got it set up this way so you and a friend can go in and start armies together and start playing together. It's got the main rule book, it's got a smaller rule book sometimes, and it's got paper information on how to play the game. And this is how it's been since 2nd edition. Now, the next thing that we're looking at is what we're hoping will be in the box. So, word on the street so far is it's going to be Space Marines versus Orcs. This box is said to be echoing 2nd edition because the way that they're setting it up is they're going to be using Blood Angels art, not necessarily specified units, but they're having it set up Blood Angels versus Orcs, much like the 2nd edition box. Which, I mean, we need to do that because the blueberries have taken way too much time off our hands. And mind you, at January's LVO, I took the Ultramarines, but that's because my other Primarch was just not very good at the time. Lion, that was that weird point where he was just wonky, and they hadn't balanced him right in 10th edition. So, what it's looking like is several of the units that we have needed for a little while to get an update are coming either just before 10th edition or for the 10th edition, or 11th edition, I should say, or for the 11th edition launch box. Now, what we're looking at, hopefully, now, hold on, before I continue, all of this is speculation taken from various sources across the internet. And as Valrax says, rumors are lies until Games Workshop tells us that they're not lies. Until probably May, when they start doing the information on what will be happening for 11th edition, none of this means anything. So one of the things that we as a gaming community need to get better at, don't take rumor videos like this all too seriously, because I have no special information. You have no special information, unless, of course, you work for Games Workshop. And if you work for Games Workshop and are watching this video, thank you for being here. But what we're looking at for this box is there will be Orcs and there will be Space Marines, because it's always Space Marines. Let's just face it there right now. Now, what we're looking at is this is hopefully going to be jump pack heavy. The word on the warp I've heard is this is where the Vanguard veterans, the fancy veterans with the jump packs, are getting their new models. And the Vanguard veterans have needed new models for a while. Now, mind you, they hold up better than some of the Firstborn stuff, but they're still starting to show their age, because they're quite old models. Now, with the Vanguard veterans, there's rumors that they were supposed to have been out sometime during 10th edition, but there are issues, and they've had to push them back to 11th edition. this happens. Take, for instance, Angron Transfigured. They've been having hell with the wings, getting them to cast correctly. So, even though that's in the book for Heresy, we still have no Angron Transfigured. But we'll see what happens here in the near future. Now, the second thing that I'm hearing will be in the box is a Jump Chaplain, which right now we've got a Firstborn Jump Chaplain, but it's technically Blood Angels. It looks good. It's a beautiful model, but it's a Blood Angel specific chaplain, and that's the only variant that's currently available. Which, no problem, but I would like to see a new model for this. Hopefully, this is where the new chaplain in Primaris scale is coming. Now, the third thing that I'm hearing is that the next HQ that will be in the box is some kind of a Devastator type HQ. We're hearing, I've heard from Valeric on one of his episodes, that there's new Devastators going to be coming, hopefully. I hope this is the case because, I mean, with the advent of the Primaris, the whole method of training that the Codex Astartes promotes and demands is just gone. The Devastators are just wonky, and as with most of the Firstborn stuff, it's just not working right. But hopefully, in 11th edition, we're going to get some variant of the Devastator squad back. Because, yeah, we've got the Heresy-esque Hellblasters, we've got the Intercessors, Assault Intercessors, and we've got the Infernus squad, but this is not how 40k is supposed to be set up. And we don't have a good Primaris representation of the tactical squad with the multiple different special weapons. This is something that needs to be addressed, and it should have been addressed 10th edition. What it looks like is the this new HQ unit will be the beginning of rectifying that issue. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it seems like it's going to be something that's there to buff the man-portable heavy weapons. And maybe they'll buff dreadnoughts. We're not sure yet. Like I said, this is all rumors that I'm trying to piece together bit by bit. And I'm still pretty new at deciphering the whispers. Now, the fourth thing on the theory board is that there's going to be a bog standard captain. This one I'll put more weight to because from 2nd edition onward, there's been a captain character in the box to lead the forces. It's just basically how it's done now. But we'll figure out when we get closer to, because like 9th edition, the Blade Guard captain that had that awesome shield, I've got 2 of him. Beautiful. This is the kind of thing that we need more of. The next squad that I'm hearing will be coming in 11th edition, and this one will be particularly awesome if it is what happens, is they're going to be pushing the mixed armor units, like how the Space Wolves have the boxes that are multiple different armor patterns. We're going to be going more back towards that with 11th edition. I'm hoping that's where we're going to get the tactical squad back, and maybe they're going to be moving the tactical squad type squad to they are the old guard, they're the elite of the infantry. These guys have been allowed to choose what armor they want to wear because they're the old ones that have been around 2, 3, 4, 500 years, and have the knowledge, technical skill, and ability to be able to demand, hey, I want this, 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 and this. And the chapter masters are going to say, sure, we're going to go like that. Which, I mean, there are plenty of Primaris Marines who were firstborn who crossed the Rubicon Primaris. And they should be able to use what armor they want. Belisarius Call can kind of go jump in the lake. It's another one of those annoying things from the transition to firstborn to Primaris that I don't think was quite balanced well, because in all the excitement of, hey, cool new stuff, they didn't balance the fundamentals like they were beforehand. But this happens when new things change. We're not going to get mad. I know there are plenty of people still mad, but it's not something we can really control at this point. It's done. Hopefully they're fixing it now, even though it's been 12 years now that this has been a problem. And with them removing the firstborn kits, it's getting to be more of a problem. But we're going to remain calm so that things go well. We, as gamers, we want this game to do well. But getting mad about things that are far beyond our personal capacity to affect, it's not going to do anything but hurt us in the game that we love. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about is we're hearing that there may be a scout squad type Landspeeder Storm remake, which we need something like that, especially with the scouts getting their new sets. They need their chariot again. And the Storm Speeder is cool and all, but it just does not fit the mold quite as well as the Land Speeders did. It's close but no cigar. We like that they're trying to make new sets that take the role of the old sets rather than just getting rid of the old stuff, period, dot, the end. Because I know I get mad that the cool old stuff just goes away. We should not have to just completely do a whole new thing when we've got a blueprint that works so well. But we'll see what happens. Now, the last thing, we've got basically all of the heavy weapons back, except for grav weapons and the Volkite weapons. We've got the Neo Volkite pistols, but they don't do nothing. They're not the heavy Volkite caliber, heavy Volkite squad automatic weapons that we need. And come on, guys, the grav weapons are so cool, and you cannot tell me that with the way that they've got the Primaris vehicles, they can't do grav weapons. It's ridiculous, because they can definitely do it. Call just doesn't want to. Let's face it, Belisarius Call just doesn't want to. Screw Call. I want my grav weapon back. Now, in 10th edition, we got the, ranged dreadnought in the box. We may be getting a ranged, or a close combat flamer slash, multi-melta dreadnought. Or we might be getting the speeder type vehicle. We'll find out. I could go either way. I like my multi-melters. I like my melta rifle squads. Frickin' peak. Now, if I can put a melta squad, or melta rifle squad, followed up by a gunboat multi-melta unit, that would be what I would want. Because can you imagine the Death Star that would become? That would be awesome. A little broken, but awesome. Especially if they can deep strike in and then have the speeder zip around the back. Oh, boy. That'll be nice. Now, on the orc side of the box, what we're hearing is the Weird Boy. For them, their squad, or their command, is going to start with a new Weird Boy. Because currently the Weird Boy model we have is that old failcast resin model. And hopefully that's getting an update here too. Another thing that I'm hearing, and I heard this one from Valorek, is that the next HQ for the orcs is going to be a Pain Boy. Maybe in Mega Armor, that may be coming down the line in 11th, maybe not. We'll find out, but either way, putting a Pain Boy in a squad of, say, knobs and run them up the field, oh yeah, be able to heal them up as they're going, that's what we need. The next thing that we're hearing is that we're going to get a new orc war boss in Mega Armor. That's, from what I'm hearing, this is going to be a Mega Armor heavy box, and that would be definitely pretty awesome. But I'm not putting faith in it, because with the way that they started going in 10th edition with the Beast Snaga boys, they may be scooting into the Beast Snaga stuff. We may be getting whole new patterns of orcs like we did with the Beast Snagas. Who knows? These are all just rumors. Now, the next thing is Orc Storm Boys. Hit them from above. Because those are also very old kits. And they're not one of the ones that's kind of hanging on and still looking good. They're showing their age heavily. We'll figure it out. Now, one thing I definitely want to see in this is the standard Orc Warboys. We need them in multi-part plastic. Because right now, you've got the choice of the old kit from, 2004? Or that kit in the freaking combat patrol that's weird. You got enough to build a couple with the sluggas, couple with the choppas, couple with the shootas, and you have to buy 3 boxes to be able to build one full squad of choppa boys. That's not right. We need... Because Orc Warboys, their job is to run up the board and hit stuff. You really don't want them shooting. They're not good at shooting, so why would you put them in with the shooters? And having to buy that much extra plastic to build one squad is ridiculous. But I'm not the one in charge of making decisions here. The last thing I'm hearing for the orcs is we're going to get Mega Knobs, or Orc Knobs in Mega Armor. Like I said, this seems to be a Mega Knob, or Mega Armor heavy unit, or box. So this makes sense to me. Whether it pans out to be this way or not, we'll find out here soon. I'm just hoping that it's a good box. I'm probably not going to get the launch box myself because I've got so much plastic that needs, painted, that if I do, my wife is going to kill me. We'll figure it out. We'll see down the road. So That is what I'm hearing. That is what I've heard on other videos. So we will keep looking, and as soon as we have concrete information on this, I'll make a new video and I will see what came about and what the rumors were actually just lies. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on the next video.